always wins. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today we are playing Sid Meier's Pirates. That's right, this is one of the greatest games in existence. I'm pretty sure it was released around 2004, and trust me, this game is hands down the best pirate game ever. Assassin's Creed Black Flag has absolutely nothing on the majesty that is Sid Meier's Pirates. This game has it all. It has swashbuckling heroics, and it also has the English fighting against their famous naval enemies, the French, and the Spanish, and the Dutch, and also some of the English. But you know, it's that classic pirate experience. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be demonstrating just how perfectly balanced this game is. So make sure you're sat back, you're relaxed, you have a nice warm cup of tea as I've ruined your nostalgic memories of this beautiful Sid Meier's game. So let's dive into a brand new game of Sid Meier's Pirates. The glorious cutscenes. Basically, the storyline is you are a small child whose family has been devastated and stolen away, and it's up to you to get your entire family back together again. And lo and behold, it's up to evil pirate man who stole away our family. Yep, of course, evil eye patch dude. Anyway, we've now grown up a little bit, and we're going to seek passage to the new world to make some sweet, sweet money. Let us sign our way up. What's a glorious pirate name? In fact, just what's the name of a very powerful being? Someone really skilled with swordsmanship. Oh my goodness, of course. It's the legendary Henry Havel, a trained adventurer who will be absolutely perfect for our journey. Now, naturally, we're going to go for the adventurer difficulty, and you 100% trust me, want to put your skill into fencing. It's very much necessary, as fencing in this game is completely utterly broken. Trust me, it's just absolutely bonkers what you can do with a skill at fencing. You don't need any other skills in the game. So we're going to become a good fencer, and we're going to start in the 1660 start date. Anyway, bam. Now we need to decide which faction we want to join at the start. The Spanish, the Dutch, the French, or this lovely English person. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think the Spiffing Brit will pick? A, the evil Spanish, B, the evil Dutch, C, the evil French, or D, the majestically fantastic, wonderful English people? Did I make it too obvious? Maybe I made it a bit too obvious. Hopefully you got it correct in the comment section. Be surprised how many people get it wrong. Anyway, the story is pretty simple. There's basically a mutiny and we become the pirate captain now. And so our story begins. We're in the English capital of St. Kitts. It's a pretty small little port, and we find ourselves in the glorious world of Sid Meier's Pirates. Now, this game might not look too graphically beautiful, but trust me, this game still actually holds up ridiculously well today. Sure, it can't actually run in widescreen, but it is a perfect game. The story is pretty simple, and the world map is absolutely massive. It's huge. There's settlements all around here for us to visit, and at the moment we're only over here, but there's so much of the world to see. And there's also an absolutely fantastic list of pirates to defeat as well. We are currently the 10th highest ranked pirate in the world. Up at the top we've got Henry Morgan and Blackbeard, who we can find out and about in the world and actually defeat. Then there's treasure maps, a piratopedia, and also our personal status. As you can see, we have nothing, no gold, no land. We are effectively pathetic. However, we're going to become absolutely amazing in a very short period of time. Now, the game really wants us to follow a pretty standard journey of trying to find our way in the world, defeat better ships when we have bigger ships, use cannons, use combat, and do all of that majestic stuff to actually give ourselves a better chance. Instead, no, we're going to cheese the entire system. First, pay visit to the governor and pledge allegiance to the British. Yes, the governor tells us that we're at war with the evil Spanish and slimy French and the greedy Dutch. Of course, the English are at war with all three. Of course they are. And now we've been given a little letter saying that we can plunder and sink them for fun. Let's quickly visit the tavern as well and pick up some extra crew. There we go, an extra 26 dudes, they'll be necessary. And instead of actually staying around to try and fight people, we're going to head south. Now, south is very important because down south there are some very unique individuals. You see, down south there are natives, and of course trust the Spiffing Brit to immediately make a beeline to the native populations of this game, but the natives have actually access to the strongest ship in the game, and a lot of actual veteran players don't realize this. As fun as it would be to grab a massive galleon straight out of the bat, there are much better ships. And there it is, the Indian War Canoe. We must quickly chase it. Now, the Indian War Canoe is the best ship in the entire game. You might be wondering why that is. Well, we're going to have to take one to then demonstrate. As you can see, the Indian War Canoe is over here, and it's immediately trying to outrun us. And look at it go, it's doing 14 knots at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, this thing is going to be such a pain to actually get. Come back, Indian War Canoe. We might not actually be able to catch it. We may or may not need some more sails. Oh my god, Indian war canoe. Look at it go, it can just bloody teleport. Alright, let's get nice and close to the war canoe again. And it's fight time, perfect, yes. And we fire our shots, okay, I immediately miss them, of course. Our only chance of defeating the war canoe is somehow landing a chain shot. Oh my god, the war canoe's gonna get away again. This bloody war canoe. Right, we're gonna have to visit some ports and try and get access to a faster ship. These classic war canoes. Now, these shipwrights around here can actually upgrade our ships, however, they just need money. So we need to find a way of getting money. Now, the easiest way to get money would be to find a big ship with stuff on it. Like, for example, this massive Dutch ship here. The Dutch ship has 38 men on board and 8 guns. Technically speaking, the Dutch ship here should actually stand a very decent chance of defeating our ship. However, I am the Spiffing Brit, king of cheese of the game, and instead of actually doing ship combat, we are instead just going to sail headfirst into the ship. Now, by sailing into the ship, our ships collide with a mighty crash, and so I must now defeat the enemy captain in sword combat. This is where the exploiting can begin. Do we go for the rapier, the longsword, or the cutlass? You're probably going to want to pick the rapier. Now, the thing is, the actual combat in this game is meant to have kind of like a complicated system of balancing defenses off of various other things. So he might attack and I should do a jump, that sort of thing. So there are effectively 3 attacks in this game and 3 defensive moves. Each one perfectly counters the other. There is one exception to this, the thrust attack. If my enemy is to do a chop attack, my thrust attack is so fast that it immediately interrupts. If he's to do a slash, the same thing occurs. If we both do a thrust at the same time, however, we simply parry each other. This basically means that the entire combat of this game can be put down to spamming the number 4 key, as this perfectly means that the enemy cannot fight back. And this allows us to raid their ship and get 71 goods in total. Thank you very much, I'll be keeping this entire thing. So we capture a brand new ship, get a bunch of gold, and we have a ship with no damage whatsoever just added to our fleet. Now let's sail on over to an English port. We're going to meet up with that shipwright, and we get to sell this ship for 450 gold, provided we get rid of the cargo. So let's sell all of these goods. Wha-bam, now 600 gold, and we sell our new ship. So there we go, that's a little bit of money added to us. Now we just simply need to find the location of getting a faster ship. Ah, perfect. In Barbados, we have located the upgrade for cotton sails. This allows our ship to go even faster, and it's a very important thing if we're ever going to capture one of those tiny little speedy boats. So immediately we're going to leave this place and try and find ourselves another Indian war canoe. And my goodness, we are a smidge faster now. Oh my though, it's a Spanish treasure ship. This is exactly what I'd love to find. Perfect, so we're going to jump in and attack the Spanish treasure ship. Treasure ships, of course, very famous for carrying ridiculous amounts of goods. We're going to use our increased speed and mobility to get in very close and dodge all of the cannon shots. Wha-bam! Let's attack a treasure ship. Now it's time for more ship combat. We actually have absolutely no right of winning this, but lo and behold, this game's broken, so we can just keep thrusting into this dude. Yep, you just wait for him to attack and then just thrust. Ah, it's as easy as that. And we are going to lose most of our crew here, but you know, these things happen. And perfect, there we go. The treasure captain has been defeated. Our crew is victorious, although there's not really too much of us left. I'm gonna need to hire some more dudes. Oh my. Ah, there we go. 18 of them volunteer aboard. Welcome. We managed to plunder a sweet 2,000 gold, and we're gonna be stealing all of this, and we're gonna be keeping the ship. Let's sail this bad boy right back to Barbados. This is a lot of money right here. And we're going to also talk to the governor, who should actually be very happy that Senri Havel has attacked the Spanish and the French. There we go. I've been promoted to the rank of captain, meaning I can now recruit easier, and I've been given a massive estate. Oh my, and the governor's rather plain looking daughter wants to invite me to the grand ball. I'm going to beat a hasty retreat. I'm afraid Senri Havel, he has standards. Now let's sell all of the stuff we stole. Oh my god, we have 54 tons of spice, and spice sells for 45 gold. Yep, okay, we are going to bankrupt the merchants here. We've also discovered the Baron Raimondo, whose very evil is located over here and has information regarding our sister, I do believe. Fantastic. Alright, let us sail away and find one of those Indian war canoes. Trust me, they're very important. They're the most important part of this game. Only true elite mega gamers use them. Ah, there we go. There's an Indian war canoe. My goodness, there's actually a couple of Indian war canoes. This is perfect. Okay, this Indian war canoe is on its way to Gibraltar. Lovely. We are sadly getting slowed down by the fact that one of our ships sailed into a rock because it's a massive melon. Right, now, how to do combat correctly. Always attack a ship on the right-hand side. Trust me on this one, because for some reason, the wind in this game always goes east to west, meaning you always attack from the left and you always win. And so, bam, as you can see, the wind is coming from the east, so we immediately turn ourselves around around, and we should be able to outspeed the Indian war canoe. Finally, this is our one chance to capture the war canoe. All we need to do is to touch it, and then we can get the boarding action. Right, there we go. Go for the board. Go for the board. Yes, the war canoe. They immediately surrender. Oh, we're going to keep her. We are going to keep this amazing ship. My goodness, you guys have no idea just how powerful this ship is. Right, we're going to keep the war canoe, and the war canoe is actually immediately going to become our flagship. Hello, war canoe. You want to be called Infante? No, you are Mega Ship. Mega Ship is quite possibly the greatest ship in the entire known universe. Right, and now with our fantastic Indian war canoe, we're going to be upgrading this bad boy so that it becomes the most powerful fighting vessel in the known universe. Doing so is not really a challenge, if I'm honest. Luckily, over here in Plage Noire, a pirate heaven, we've discovered a shipwright who can upgrade our ship with triple hammocks. This means our ship can carry twice as many crew, basically meaning we can fight better. Oh, and also we have a bunch of guns here, but we no longer need guns. We don't actually want to fight ships with guns. Guns are completely and utterly useless for what we have planned. Anyway, time for us to sail away. And just look at how fast we can sail away. Even though we are actually sailing not into the wind, we are able to go 15 knots. And this isn't even our top speed. You see, we can go over to Barbados here and get our sails upgraded. Wabam, cotton sails. Perfect. We have now created the greatest ship physically possible. Right, we are now sailing roughly into the wind, so we are going to go very quickly very shortly. And I think it's time we locate a very powerful pirate or someone like that to try and fight for fun. I mean, at this point we can defeat every single enemy in the entire game. So yes, let's attack a Spanish trade galleon and their escort. Wabam. So we are of course a Indian war canoe, and because of that we are able to dodge every single shot that they fire at us. We have a crew of 75 and we have the perfect ability to just board everything. What do you do when you board? Well, of course you just spam the thrust attack. It's as easy as that. These merchants are not meant to be fighting glorious combat pirates. This is going to be easy. And perfect, another glorious combat thanks to the legendary thrust maneuver. Oh, Senry Havel, he can thrust all he likes. What a charming chappy. And the best thing is we can technically also keep this ship if we want. It can store 170 tons, it's got a bunch of goods, we might as well take it all. And thanks for the 1,000 gold as well. Majestic, that's a Spanish ship just for us. Oh, and we've decided to attack yet another tiny French ship. This time it's even smaller. These guys have absolutely nothing. What an easy fight this is going to be as well. The thing is, with our current setup, we can actually take on things like massive French war galleons if we wanted. We can take on the strongest ships in the entire game after literally just starting out and technically using the smallest and weakest ship the game has to offer. But it's not small and weak, it is the most powerful. A ship does not need cannons in this game, or the game might want you to think that you want to be running around with a massive 36 cannon ship of the line with the ability to smash down massive Spanish trade ships. You don't, you just want a tiny canoe which can go almost at the speed of sound. It's perfect. Anyway, wabam, another ship captured. Let's take this all the way over to port. We have captured a lot of ships now. My goodness, look at this procession. Oh my, a French ship transporting a new governor. Oh, we definitely can't let that one land. So governors can improve the local economy of an area. However, if we simply just stop the governor ever getting there in the first place, we make the lives of the English a little bit easier. So allow me to make it so the governor just accidentally was attacked at sea. I absolutely love Sid Meier's Pirates. This is one of the best games ever made in my opinion. It's classic, it's got an infinite quantity of replayability, it's just fun, genuinely, one of those amazing games. I'd be interested to hear your opinions on it, whether you did play it. I mean, if you genuinely have never played Sid Meier's Pirates in your life, 100% go back and give it a try. It is amazing, really, really worth it. There is no other game quite like it. Wabam, another glorious success. And another ship for us to steal. Perfect, the French governor just accidentally did not make it. What a shame. I wonder if the governor would like to give me an upgrade, of course. Ah, fantastic, I've been upgraded to major. Oh, and my estate has been upgraded. Oh, and you introduced me to yet another rather plain daughter. It's time to escape from here. And of course we need to hire some more crew. Lovely. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be selling off most of these ships because we don't actually actually need anywhere near as many ships as this, but we'll keep our fantastic group of free ships. Oh, and there's also a fantastic person on this smuggler over here who we do believe is carrying an important member of the crew, so we're going to naturally attack him, steal him, and for some reason, once again, the wind is always from east to west, meaning we have ridiculous speed. Just look at how maneuverable we are. Oh my goodness. Boats can't do this game. They really can't. I just love this game. It's great fun. Anyway, once again, just attack the poor little Spanish man who does not quite yet know how to fight. And it's as easy as that. Perfect. And of course, we're just going to steal away all of the loot. Perfect stuff. A new ship is added to our fleet. Right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit more time has passed in the game. As you can see, we now have 180 crew members. Now, you might be wondering why on earth do we have 180 crew members? And quite simply, it's because we have our mega war canoe, the mega ship, the greatest ship. It can fit 75 guys on it, so we're going to put 75 guys on it. And then we have a massive brig just simply to follow the war canoe around with. Anyway, I think it's time we go defeat the evil Baron Raimondo, so let's sail straight south and find that cheeky man. I think we've certainly got a large enough amount of dudes. I think this is a fantastic time in order to do it. Oh my god, this war canoe is so quick. It can just literally teleport around the map. It's so good. Anyway, there's a trade galleon over there, and I'm pretty sure that ship in front of it is the evil Baron Raimondo. So let me quickly visit the tavern and see if we have anything special. Nope, that's useful. So extra dudes, sure, I'll recruit those. And job done. I think we've got everything we need to defeat the evil Baron Raimondo. Right, there you are, Raimondo. Time for you to die. I'm not gonna let you get into port. Come here. Right, bam. Oh wait, no, that's not Raimondo. Where's Raimondo? Give me Raimondo back. God damn it, trade galleon. There we go, Raimondo's back. And he is back in action. And let's get nice and close. We will catch you, Raimondo. Your ship is very slow in comparison. Right, the chase is on, ladies and gentlemen. All we have to do is dodge all of Raimondo's shots like so, and we're going to initiate the boarding procedure. Boarding. Okay, it's time to fight the evil Baron Raimondo. Remember, this is meant to be a bit of a challenge, but no, we're going to choose the rapier. Evil Baron Raimondo emerges from below deck. We've found him. Let the fight begin. He misses his pistol shot. I land mine, giving me an early advantage. Oh, Raimondo, that classic evil Spanish dude. Oh yes, we just hit you with the triple thrust, and that's all Senri Havel needs. Oh, another thrust, and another thrust, and another one. Oh, and it's as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, we just hit with 5 consecutive thrusts. Wow, you are a master swordsman. Sir, I will reveal the truth to you. Master Swordsman, we only have 1 attack move. Okay, you know what, that's fine. Master Swordsman we are. We've discovered some information about our lost sister apparently. Thanks, Baron Raimondo. Oh my god. And we've got your entire ship, which is a war galleon. Yeah, it's a Spanish war galleon, which is completely kitted out. This is technically the most powerful ship in the game from like a technical level. My god, that is ridiculous. Because we can now just select the war galleon. You can fit 300 guys on it, sail it into war, and just take anything. Oh my god. You know, we might as well show it off. Let's attack a fast galleon with a bunch of payroll on it. Whabam! Oh my god, so many cannons. Just fire them all. Oh. Right, and grape shot to defeat the crew. Whabam. Oh, sweet, sweet grape shot. Oh, that's a dead crew. Let's get rid of those sails as well. We don't want them having fun. Oh my goodness, and they just immediately surrender. That's how awesome we are in our mega war galleon. Thank you so much. Right, I'm just going to sink you and take everything you have. Thanks for the 500 gold, Mr. War Galleon. Majestic. Oh, I love this game. It's so good. You know what, let's go kill the 7th highest ranked pirate in the world. He's somewhere north. Oh, and also, because the war galleon's slow, just switch out to the war canoe. It's so much faster. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This game I have absolutely fantastic memories of. I would be very interested to hear how you actually first thought about this game when you first played it, because I have so many fantastic happy memories of this game. It's genuinely just one of the few perfect games where anyone can sit down and play it and it is almost guaranteed fun. It's quite easily one of the best games ever made. And if you haven't experienced it yet, give it a try. You're really missing out. The 7th most evil pirate should be around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. It's Rock Brasileño. He's the Dread Pirate. Lovely. Now, I mean, of course, we could attack in the war canoe, or we could just switch out to the mega war galleon. Oh, it's so powerful. What's this? The Pirate Royal Sloop Bloody Delight. It's got 16 guns and 111 dudes. Well, allow me to present to you a Spanish war galleon. A yeet. Oh, wait. I'm so bad at aiming. Right. The pirate ship has decided to board us and is trying to attack us. So don't worry. We're going to hit this this pirate dude with the greatest attack he's ever seen. I'm sorry, Rock. Allow me to present to you my infinite thrust attack. It's so perfectly balanced. Oh, this game. Oh, it's as easy as that. Goodbye, Rock. Oh, yes, you dodged that sword. But look out. It's the crate of Yorkshire tea. Oh, it always wins. Easy success, ladies and gentlemen. We have won the pirate wars and picked up 3,200 gold pieces along the way. Good lord. That's a lot of gold. Oh, that's now also upgraded me to be the 8th greatest pirate in the world. Fantastic. I think it's safe to say we've basically won the game at this point. We have a 237 strong crew, an infinite quantity of gold, and we can take on just about anything we want, either in our very quick versatile war canoe to pin ships down, or in our massively ridiculous war galleon. Oh, I love this game, I really do. Anyway, by the time this video probably comes out, it's going to be Christmas Day, and so I want to wish all of you out there a very Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for supporting this channel. If it's your first year supporting this channel, amazing, hats off to you. Maybe it's not. Either way, it's been absolutely wonderful having you along the way. And hey, here's to another year with you on board. Make sure to go refill your cup of tea and give it a quick salute, by the way. Those are the legal requirements. Okay, apparently the evil Baron Raymondo has even more information regarding my sister, so I have to travel all the way across the world again to kill evil Baron Raymondo for a second time. You think he'd be a bit less suspicious if he didn't actually have evil in his name. Right, hopefully we have evil Baron Raymondo hiding right in this city. Okay, he's on the war galleon Marquesa, and he's literally just around the corner, and he's headed for Margarita. Alright, we're going to head south and try and capture evil Baron Raymondo. Oh, there he is. It's evil Baron Raymondo. Now, I mean, we could fight on the war canoe, or we could just switch out to the massive war galleon, which has more people on board, basically just making the fight a whole lot easier. Anyway, evil Baron Raymondo, it's time to fight yet again. Your ship sucks, mine shall win. So there's a slight issue, which is that both myself and Raymondo don't actually have any sails anymore, so we're kind of struggling to fight amongst each other. I'm gonna have to basically try and catch up to him somehow. I'm not sure how, but I just need to ram him. Apparently we're going 1 knot and he's going 0, so this is going to be a very slow chase, but a chase nonetheless. Maybe if what happens if I just sink his galleon instead? Alright, it's now going to probably take me about half an hour to actually pull up next to this Spanish war galleon, but eventually it's going to happen. My god, we're going to be here for a while. I've kind of reduced the crew of his ship to 15 at the moment. I don't actually know if the game will allow me to get lower than what I've currently managed. Oh no, it's allowed me to get down to 12, okay. Are we able to just sink the ship? No, we can't, because of course it's got a quest NPC on board, so the game really wants me to board it, even though I have no sails to get over there. Okay, there are 6 crew left. Please, just have them surrender or something. 3 crew, come on game, come on. 2 crew on board. It's literally Baron Raymondo and then just some other bloke. Okay, 1 crew member. It's just Baron Raymondo piloting that entire ship. Oh my god, Baron Raymondo. Alright, I'm just gonna have to sail away at a very slow speed to break the engagement. We've absolutely smashed Baron Raymondo's ship, left 1 crew member in it, so we're just gonna have to try and just get out of here, pick our second ship, and then do the fight again, but this time with a ship with hopefully working sails. Oh, there we go, thank god, we break away from the engagement. Right, change ship, we're now using the war canoe, bring in the war canoe, and fight. Right, there we go. Immediately, it has no cannons, 1 crew. It's just Baron Raymondo. Oh, I'm so sorry, Baron Raymondo. What a poor guy. Oh, as your ship approaches, the enemy strikes her colors. Oh, thank goodness they surrender. But of course they don't, because it's this game. So even though the captain of the ship surrenders, Baron Raymondo is still below deck. Who are the people fighting in the background? Where? What was the point of that, Baron Raymondo? You let me come on board to hit you once, and then you're a master swordsman. Well done. You used the thrust move. I was not prepared for it. Please, I will tell you everything. Anyway, we're gonna sink his ship. Thanks for the 3,000 gold and all the food. You're great, Baron Raymondo. Absolutely 11 out of 10. Best guy. Right, you know what? That's the Sid Meier's Pirates experience right there. I hope you've truly just been demonstrated this glorious experience and just how fantastic it is. And I'm sure it's gonna really make you want to jump back and play this game again. Just use infinite thrusts, trust me. What a glorious experience. We managed to get Senri Havel up to being the 8th greatest pirate in the world. What an incredible dude. He's so so good. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've been the Spiffing Brit. If you've enjoyed watching this video, feel free to give it a like, and hey, if it's your first time here, why not consider subscribing? I'd absolutely love to have you joining our fantastic little community. And if you've been very interested in the way we've played Sid Meier's Pirates today, then trust me, there are some very wacky videos on this channel which you're going to absolutely love. As always, a massive thank you to each and every one of my majestic Patreons who make these awesome and amazing videos all the more possible. Thank you very much, you lovely chappies. And hey, if you're sat there wondering, I'm not sure which video I'd like to watch next, well, don't worry, I've decided that you would probably love to watch this one right here. It's been hand-chosen by myself to be absolutely majestic and perfect for you, and only you. Oh, it's amazing. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have an absolutely lovely day, and goodbye for now. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today you join me in the wonderful world of Skyrim, where we are answering once and for all, can you beat Skyrim using just restoration? That's right, an entire magic tree dedicated to healing and the protection of others. But can we use it to murder people? This is quite possibly the silliest way of playing Skyrim, but today we're going to do it. So strap yourselves in, grab yourself a nice warm cup of tea, and let's dive into this brand new glorious world. Here we are in the lovely world of Skyrim. Now, of course, even though we're going to main restoration, this does raise some problems. For example, we can't use any weapons, we can't use the overpowered stealth archer combination, we can only heal. Now, healing isn't really that useful considering 99% of the quests in this game can only be solved by murdering people. Now, seeing as we are limited pretty much entirely just to magic, we must go for a high elf. This is very, very important indeed, because not only do they get to start off with a bonus 50 magicka, their special ability allows them to regenerate magicka faster, and they start off with 20 restoration skill. So we shall create our healer. Oh, this is it. I've made our hero today. A hero who is stuck in the path of the light, and healing must of course come from a place of true darkness. That means today we are playing none other than the legendary Gothbecker. Gothbecker has come from true darkness and is here to spread only light. Now, of course, as always, it's time for us to pick our side, and you know, as a good British person, I would always pick the Empire. But today, the day of recording this, it is the 4th of July, meaning it's Treason Day, baby. And so, for the first time ever, I'm going with quite literally the objectively worst faction in all of Skyrim, the Stormcloaks. Now, of course, here is where the challenge begins in true, because of course my hands are going to be unbound, but we run into a little problem. I can only use restoration spells, and it's not exactly easy to kill someone with restoration spells. In fact, it's almost impossible. Consequently, we're going to need to get a little bit creative, especially in this starting area, whereby effectively Ralof is going to have to kill everyone for us. Now, we can steal Gunyar's gear, but of course we can't take his axe, but we can sell it. Now we need to put on some of his armor, and there we go, we're looking very good, nice and goth. Give that axe a few swings. I do not think so, Ralof, we will not be swinging that axe. So what do we have access to? Well, we have access to a few spells. From the illusion tree, we have Fury, which would allow us to convince our attackers to fight each other. We have Destruction Flames, which are very powerful, but we have only one spell we can actually use, and that is the spell of healing. It heals the caster for 10 points per second, and this is the only spell we have, and the only one we can use. Oh, and in comes the angry Imperials. Here we go. It's time to fight them. Although, of course, I can't fight them. Instead, I will just be healing. There we go. Right, feel free to use me as a punching bag, angry Imperials. Punch me, not Ralof. Also, Ralof, please, can you kill them? It's your job to kill them. It appears they don't know how to pass through doorways, so, should be good. Oh, now this is some intense, Skyrim action. Wow. Whoa, look at them go. Whee. Oh, Ralof, you glorious fighter. If I could heal you, I would heal you. Oh, now this is action. Good job, Ralof. And I'm going to steal all of the Imperial officers' heavy armor, because we're going to be wanting to use heavy armor for this entire run. So bam, let's pop all of it on, and oh my, Gothbecker is looking gothically amazing. Gothtastic, some would even say. Oh, and look, there's some people here to fight me. Luckily, this is a good opportunity to gain some levels. We get to start with 20 points in restoration, but we're going to want to go down this tree right the way to the end. And the other tree we're going to want to go down right the way to the end is the heavy armor tree. But first, time to level some restoration. That's
That's right. Punch me, you weird angry boys. Anyway, Rayloff, can you actually try, like, fighting them instead of shooting arrows into the door? Rayloff, you are not being useful in the slightest. Good job, Rayloff. And there we go. They've died, but of course, I haven't killed them. I have only restored my own health. Goffbecker, you see, is a virtuous being. One who does not destroy, simply heals, and yet has so many enemies who must die. Oh, there we go. Heavy armor's increased up to level 16 now. We're making progress. Oh, wow. Look at this glorious action fighting we're seeing. So it's onwards we go. Of course, we're not going to actually kill anyone by the time we escape, but we will have hopefully leveled up a few of our restoration stats. Maybe even our armor a little bit more. So I'll get back to you once we've escaped. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We've made our way all the way over to Dragon's Reach. We are looking absolutely amazing, and along the entire way, we've of course fought absolutely no one, but we have picked up the Mage Stone, meaning we're going to level restoration a little bit faster, and I've gathered a very large amount of potion ingredients because I would love to level up some of my potion making skills. But in the meantime, we actually need to build an overpowered character. Now, luckily, Farengar is here to potentially sell us some spells, although his collection of spells from the Restoration School aren't exactly very good. But that's not really his fault. There just really aren't very many good restoration spells. And also, we don't really have much money. And also, even if there were, we wouldn't really have the money to buy them. So it's time, of course, for us to perfectly balance Skyrim a little bit and use some of the more dubious Todd Howard-inspired mechanics. So I'm going to select an item to sell, then press E and go inside of his own inventory. Now we're inside of Farengar's inventory. We can sell him his own items over and over again. This allows us to steal his gold and go up to 591 gold. We're going to buy Steadfast Ward. We're going to increase our own armor rating by 60 and negate some spell damage. We'll also pick up Turn Lesser Undead, and I'll even go back into his inventory, get all of his money back, and I'll buy the improved Fast Healing Tome. There we go. Lovely. Right, fantastic. What a glorious trade deal we have. I give you nothing, you give me all of your money and some of your most expensive spells. So now we've got 3 new restoration spells, most of which we can't really cast, but we need to actually level our character up quite a bit. We're only level 1, our restoration is terrible, we can't actually even fight any enemies at the moment, so we can't exactly even do any quests to progress in Skyrim. We can't go to Bleak Falls Barrow and fight the lovely dude there, because how on earth are we going to kill him beyond, I don't know, getting him to walk into traps over and over again. So it's time for us to level up, and we need to level up 2 major, very important skill paths. Number 1, restoration. We need to max it out. And number 2, heavy armor. This, of course, raises a very interesting point. How are we going to raise these two? Because in order to do it, we need to be taking damage, and we need to be taking damage consistently without dying. So for that, we're going to take a trip to the north. You see, if you really want to level up, the best way to do it is to find yourself some walruses. Walruses are creatures that don't necessarily do much damage when they attack you, and hopefully we're going to be able to regenerate magic fast enough to offset the damage they do to us, allowing us to potentially infinitely level up off of the Hawkers. So where can we find some of these mythical beastie boys? Well, we're gonna make our way off to Winterhold, as it's a very, very cold place indeed. So on our adventure we go with the legendary Goffbecker. Now, of course, the first thing I'm greeted by when I arrive in Winterhold is a child here. He's racist. Yeah, he hates me because I'm an elf, and his father is a racist too. But hey, that's fine, it's Winterhold, and I am Goffbecker. I am used to people not liking me. That is why I must heal the world. Heal them to death. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I have discovered what we've been searching for this entire time. The Hawker Sea Walrus. That's right, we found them. They're here, they're lovely, and just look at them. They're big, they're friendly. Well, they're not particularly friendly. If anything, they're actually quite violent. But oh my goodness, actually, you're a little bit more painful than I'd expect you to be. But it's okay. You're going to train me on heavy armor, and that is actually really, really beneficial. So you're just going to keep on punching me. All right, let's do a quick level up. We're going to level up our health and make restoration spells cheaper to cast because, my goodness, I'm going to be casting them a lot. And now have the Hawkers punch me some more. There we go. Punch me, Hawkers. Hit me. Hit me with your fishy, weird horn bodies. Come on, you walruses. Give me all you've got. This is how the main character of all RPGs should level. Standing in the frozen wasteland of the north, just getting punched by walruses over and over again. This is the best origin story. Well, we're up to level 11, and it looks like there's someone over there quite literally watching me get pounded to death by walruses. Yep, there's now just some dude has joined me and is watching this process. Why aren't they intervening? What are they doing out here, Todd? What does this man want with me? Look, I'm busy power leveling with the walruses. Who is this mystical man? Mystical man, what do you want? Oh, it's the courier. Oh, you've got something to deliver to me. Thank you very much for those items. Now, you might want to go away. I'm busy being bodied by walruses. It's kind of awkward to do when you're watching me like this. I will say I find looking at the game's statistics very entertaining. So if we go to the combat page, you can quite simply see that our favorite weapon is none, because we have killed nothing, and yet I am level 11. Glorious and improving constantly. Goth Becker is becoming an absolute machine. We've stacked so many heavy armor bonuses. Our armor is now up to a glorious 198. Can even cast Steadfast Ward and become a resistant sausage, although it does drain pretty much all my mana instantaneously. Alright, the walruses can now no longer stop me. My magicka regens faster than they can actually deal damage to me, meaning I have become an immortal to these three hawkers. I mean, I have already been standing here for about 4 days whilst they endlessly punch me to death very, very slowly, but now I've become a god. My heavy armor skill is up to 68. It's great, but it's not 100. So I will be back in about the 7,000 hours it's now going to take me to reach 100. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Enough time has passed that I've actually managed to completely level the character. It took a lot of hours, but we are now max level on heavy armor, and we're very, very decently high in terms of restoration. We're level 21, and as you can see, with our max level of heavy armor, we're able to pick up one very important perk that I've been waiting for. You see, over here in the top right, there is one perk that is going to make our restoration build absolutely insane. Because you see, if our only ability is to heal, and that is the only thing we can do is to heal ourselves, then how on earth can we get our enemies to die? We can't use weapons to kill them, so what if we used armor? And this is where the Reflect Blows perk comes into play. There is a 10% chance every time we receive a melee attack to reflect the damage back at the enemy, but only if we wear all heavy armor. So we're going to take this perk, and now as I stand here, these hawkers can now actually die. There we go, look at that, the hawker has taken a bit of damage. It's a miracle, an absolute miracle, but the hawker bleeds. It's slow, but it will die. There we go. Fantastic. Now we could kill the hawker, but it's going to basically rely on us standing here still for a very long while. But you know what? Let's do it. I want this hawker to die. Come here, my friend. Stop fleeing. Fight me. Fight me, hawker. Yes, be a good brave hawker. Punch me, and consequently punch yourself to death. Now there is also something very, very interesting about the way this perk works, because of course it says it reflects the melee damage taken back to the person who caused the melee damage, but in reality it doesn't. It actually scales off of something. It scales off of your heavy armor stats, but not in the way you think it does. No, it actually does more damage the lower your armor rating is. Consequently, we can drop our armor rating by 20, and the damage the hawker will take to itself is going to be slightly higher. What this means is that whilst I could potentially use a restoration loop exploit to have an armor rating of 2000, it means the damage my opponents will take will actually be very, very tiny indeed. But that also means on the flip side, the same is true. The lower the armor rating of heavy armor, the more damage my opponents will take. This is going to be our path to true power. Now punch at me, you big fluffy walrus boy. Yes, come on, walrus. Punch me to death. And there we go, he's dead. That is our first enemy killed. We did it. Oh my goodness, what a glorious success. But if I go to combat, look, we've technically killed one animal, but our favorite weapon is still none. We've killed nothing. Fantastic. Well, time to go and cause something a little bit dubious. Because of course, as I've mentioned, the most important thing we can do in order to do more damage is to have less armor. But how can we have less heavy armor? I mean, we could put on maybe the worst heavy armor in the game, but we'd still have an armor rating of somewhere in the hundreds. So what if we, you know, just exploited a few game mechanics? And this is where the fun begins, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to create a piece of armor with so high an armor rating that the armor rating becomes negative. Okay, welcome back. I've made my way over to Riften because Riften is the home to a whole bunch of really lovely fishies, and we need all of these lovely fishies if we'd like to, of course, destroy the balance game. Now, of course, you want to come inside of the fishery and give this lovely woman here a potion, and in doing so, you get to steal all of the lovely fishies and the salt piles. You're going to want all of these in order to pull off our lovely exploit, and of course, come down into here, and well, we've got a bunch of fishies just floating around. Steal these fishies. It will also then allow us to also steal from all of these barrels outside of the lovely area, which provides us with even more necessary resources for our lovely exploit. Alright, that's a successful good bit of looting. Now I just have to gather some dubious loot in order to do some very, very cheeky things indeed. And in order to gather those dubious things, it is time for me to gather an enchantment or two. Right, fantastic. We're back in Skyrim, and I've waited enough time for the lovely trader here to actually have the items I need. You see, she has control of two very important items. Okay, we finally found the items with the enchantments that we're looking for, the leather braces of alchemy and the steel helmet of major alchemy. I will be buying both of these, and by buying them I of course mean clicking on them, realizing I don't have enough money to buy the other one, then going down into my misc section and selling a lesser soul gem to then switch into their inventory and sell their own item back to them, because this is true Skyrim gameplay. Thanks Todd, this is exactly how the game should work. Anyway, now that I go back into their proper inventory, I will now buy the actual leather braces that I do want to have. And now I'm just after one last enchantment, but for that enchantment we will have to once again traverse the sands of time until their inventory resets. Now there is of course the fast way of resetting their inventory by dropping down a quick save, punching them in the face and then reloading. However, that doesn't seem like the kind of thing someone who only wants to do healing would do. I can't initiate a fight, that's just objectively wrong. So instead we must simply pass the time. Okay, so I've made my way over to to Whiterun, and for some reason the textures haven't quite loaded in, which allows me to hide in the terrain. I don't really know what's going on here, but it's just classic Todd Howardism. Now I'm on the lookout for a very particular enchantment, an enchantment that allows me to improve armor way higher than is normally allowed, and so hopefully I'll be able to buy it here, but it might take a decent amount of saving and reloading, and also watching children clip into the terrain. Are you okay, child? Thank you, child. I was about to murder the child, but I realized I can't because I can only heal. I can only heal, goddammit. Right, we're finally ready to properly get started on our shenanigans. We've collected all of the necessary enchantments, like fortifying alchemy, fortifying our health, fortifying the restoration cost decrease, and most importantly, fortifying smithing, which allows us to improve weapons and armor. Now, of course, we're making a bit of an interesting decision. If our entire build relies upon a skill which does more damage the more armor we have, then surely improving our armor to have a higher armor rating is actually going to lessen our ability. Sure, we will take less damage and effectively become a standing still monolith of power, but at the same time, we run into the problem of the fact that we just simply won't be doing enough damage. So what we're going to be exploiting is a lovely mechanic that exists in oh so many video games, and that is an integer overflow. You see, by increasing a number to a degree which is so positive and so high, it can actually become a negative. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to find a way to improve our armor so much it actually becomes terrible, and our character's armor rating falls into the negatives. So that's our plan, and that's exactly the kind of shenanigans we're going to get up to. So here is what we need to do. We need to make ourselves a little potion, a potion of fortifying restoration. To do this, we need an Absine Longfin and a soul pile, and wabam, we get a fortify restoration potion. What we can then do is take off our lovely alchemy items, chug our potion to fortify our restoration, and our alchemy items have gotten ever so slightly better, meaning when we go back into the alchemy lab and make ourselves another fortify restoration potion, it is stronger. Okay, I've done it, ladies and gentlemen. I have finally cracked out of our lovely predicament by making the Potion Master Ring. This is the ultimate ring for any potion making shenanigans. This bad boy guarantees that any crafted potions are 9,000 times more powerful, which allow us to basically chug on any of our lovely stored up restoration potions, and they're going to have lasting compounding effects. For example, I can take off the Potion Master Ring and my other alchemy items, chug my Potion of Fortify Restoration, which is at 21,000% stronger, then put back on Potion Master, and suddenly created potions are now 200,000% stronger. So let's make ourselves a new potion. I'm going to make myself a Fortify Enchanting Potion, and that has immediately power leveled my alchemy up to 100. This is what happens when you make an alchemy potion this powerful. Now that we have all of our items, we're going to go into the lovely potion section here, chug the restoration potion, wait for it to take effect, then go and chug myself the enchanting potion, then use the enchanter, select our lovely braces here, select the enchantment of fortifying smithing, and notice how our lovely soul gem is going to yeet this into the stratosphere. These will be the forge gloves. The forge gloves of the Forge Master's own. We shall craft them, and then we shall create the forge ring. All of the potions have now finally worn off, but we have ourselves our Forge Master's gloves. Those gloves themselves sit at only around about 400,000 strength, whereas when we previously had them selected, they were in the hundreds of thousands. This is because we need to craft some more restoration modifiers in order to make our gloves more powerful. So that way, when we want to actually use them, we can just simply chug a restoration potion and bish bash bosh break the game. So I have my potion of fortify restoration. It's now time for me to create the ultimate bit of armor. And by ultimate bit of armor, I mean a piece of armor so powerful and with such a strong armor rating, it becomes a negative. So it's off to the forge we go, as we're about to improve our smithing level and smith ourselves the most powerful, underpowered item the game has ever seen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've worked out how we can actually truly break the game. It turns out our lovely Forge Master gloves are too powerful for the game to process, so instead of using them, we're just going to use our potion of fortifying smithing, which we've made, which is very powerful indeed. So I'm going to chug this potion, and then we're going to forge the most overpowered, underpowered armor one can manage. Then we're going to select our glorious piece of iron armor, and we're going to craft it, and look at that! It's perfect, it's beautiful, it's broken. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. The armor is made. This legendary piece of iron armor with an armor rating of negative 2.14 billion. This is the worst possible armor anyone in Skyrim can ever wear, and we're about to put it on. And here it is. Oh, it's fantastic. It's so good. It's the worst possible bit of armor we could ever have, and it has turned our character into a noodle. But we do not need armor, for we have restoration magic, ladies and gentlemen. This is what will keep us alive. Now we must go and test our powers. Now, in order to test my abilities, we are fighting here a saber cat. A saber cat is a decently strong creature, but we've run into a problem. Our armor rating was so low that when the saber cat hit us and our effect fired, the saber cat instantly died. However, we also instantly died. This is because our armor rating is so low, we quite simply can't survive at all. Which means, whilst our enemies have a 10% chance of whenever they strike us to just immediately collapse on the floor and die, we ourselves will also collapse on the floor and die. Because, well, there's just nothing we can do to out-heal instant infinite death. So what we need, ladies and gentlemen, is a solution, and that solution is more health. So let's go make myself some more health. So what we're going to do is make ourselves a glorious potion of enchanting so that our enchantments are stupidly strong for a short period of time. Then what we're going to do is chug ourselves that glorious potion of enchanting and go make ourselves something to give us a lot of health. Our glorious iron armor, for example, we can affix it with the attribute of fortifying our health, giving us a stupidly large amount of it. This is going to be ultimate armor. Wabam. Craft this bad boy. So now we have our ultimate armor. We have enough health and we have enough negative armor to the point where we are very, very powerful indeed. But we lack one very important thing. We cannot initiate fights. We only have the ability to heal ourselves, which means if we were to ever fight something, especially something that only wants to use ranged attacks, then we cannot do anything, for we rely entirely on our opponent striking us in melee. So we need to use the one offensive spell that the entire restoration school has at its arsenal, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the poison rune. In order to get a hold of the bastard, we're gonna have to go on a little bit of an adventure. Now, in order to get yourself the rune, you need to make your way all the way up to Solstein, which can be done for 250 gold, and then once we arrive, we need to make a little bit of a trek around the island, although we also need to be careful that we don't get, hit by anything, else we're quite likely to die. Very, very likely indeed. Now, it is going to involve a very long run across the map, but we're going to be able to do it. So out into the wider world we go, as we're off to go find some friends. and avoid confrontation, because confrontation will kill us. Now that giant mushroom over there in the distance, that is what we are aiming for. That is what will provide us with the glorious ability to poison our enemies from afar. Oh, fantastic. Here we go. We've made it outside, and this dude has now summoned in the Ash Guardian. So it is now my job to kill this giant Ash Guardian. This boy is quite strong. However, we have the advantage of the fact that we are technically kind of immortal, so we won't take much damage at all. So I don't mind popping some lovely healing spells and just generally trying to out-heal my way through this, and relying that he can use a melee attack. Oh my goodness, his melee attack did so much damage. Sorry, that did like almost, that's done well over multiple millions worth of damage. Okay, we need to crack some heals. Crack some heals. Punch me. No, don't use the flames, you annoying man. Okay, we need to get creative. Okay, now I have a few ways around this. We have our potion of Fortify Restoration, which means if he does his damage to me, that I can dodge and I can bait him into a melee attack. Come on, punch me. Punch me. There we go. There's a chance he, of course, takes the damage, but most importantly, when he does his big silly fire attack like that, I will chug my potion of restoration, whip out my healing hands, and pop a quick heal on. This boosted restoration will help me out-heal his very, very powerful attacks indeed. Come on, you can't do it. Punch me. Punch me, you big old boy. No, not the flame thing. Right, this is it. I have the save. I have a save where he just melee punches me. So all I have to do is just reload it over and over again until he eventually dies. This is the way, of course, Todd Howard envisioned people fighting and killing this particular... It worked! I just loaded the save and he died! Take that, you big old pile of rocks. Huzzah! I beat you, Todd. Yes! Right, let me go find Talvus and go tell him the good old news. Talvus, you wily sausage, I've murdered the big old pile of rocks. And now, finally, we can buy things from him. For example, we could buy that same giant Ash Guardian, which is absolutely incredibly powerful. However, instead, we are aiming for a different spell. The spell tome of the Poison Rune. A spell only he has access to. And now, a spell which is ours. But what makes this spell so powerful is that it is basically the only spell in the game that allows you to deal poison damage. And poison damage stacks. So as long as you can get it to fire, you can get 3 points of damage per second onto a target for 30 seconds. It's not terrible, but it's of course not fantastic. Now, of course, if we were to get ourselves a little bit cheesy and chug a potion of restoration, now if we were to cast the spell, the Poison Rune is now doing 15,000 damage per second. This is a lot better. In fact, it is so much better, it should be able to pretty much one-hit almost anything in the game. Oh, and here we go. Just the perfect thing. A weird, creepy, floaty boy to go test out my new magic on. So I'm going to, of course, chug my potion of Fortify Restoration, equip the Poison Rune, whack it down on the floor, and then watch as they immediately get engulfed by a fart cloud to death. This is true godly power. The kind of which Todd Howard has never quite expected to see. Okay, so on my journey to try and find a solution to generating more health, I've created some lovely pieces of armor. I've created this glorious helmet and these lovely gloves, and they do some very jazzy things. A helmet allows us to regenerate magicka 2.2 million times faster, and our brand new gloves increase our total magicka by 1.5 million. What this effectively means is we can cast endless spells and we are never going to run out of mana. Okay, now we're going to enchant ourselves a glorious ring, something to really give us copious amount of power. In order to do this, I'm going to have to chug a potion of Fortify Enchanting to 400,000% stronger, drop down my glorious save, go into the enchanter, select the item of the glorious Nordic ring, which we will fortify with health. Yes, this will be the health ring. The healthiest ring of all, the donut ring. Let us craft this glorious item. Wabam, fantastic. It only increased our enchanting by a handful of levels. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, we have ourselves a new ring, the donut ring, which will increase our health even more. This one will increase our health by an additional 100 million, which hopefully will give us just another smaller edge in this gigantic nightmare fight that we find ourselves in. So with our additional health and our additional items of endless magicka, it's time for us to go out into the wider world and see if we can murder something. And here we go. We have the bandits in our sights. They're over here. We're ready to defeat them. Now, we we have a few tricks up our sleeves. If our poison rune isn't strong enough, then what we can do is cast a potion of restoration and then guarantee we'll be able to get them. Right, let us aim and fire. Oh wait, that's too far. Oh, because how close does a rune have to be? Okay, in order to extend the range of runes, I'd need to level up destruction, which is something that I can't do because, well, I can't actually level up destruction. That's completely and utterly illegal. So instead, I'm going to fire the rune on the floor, and I mean, it's doing damage. Look at that. Look up there. The bar is going down. This dude is chasing me down. Get poisoned. Get poisoned again. Poisoned again. Run! Run, Becca! We don't know how strong your health pool is. Just keep poisoning them. We can stack on the poison effects as many times. They're dead! Oh my goodness, because the poison stacks so many times, they literally can't keep up with it. That's the power of the endless cast. Haha, double rune. And double rune. Yes! Oh, the fart clouds of murder. We did it. We did it. Without taking a single hit. Oh, we're so powerful. Oh my goodness, we've plundered so much. We've even borrowed ourselves a horse. That's right. Goth Becker now has friends. Friends, I tell you. This is glorious. True friendship that will never end. We're on a happy journey with my horse. It's a friendship that is magical. It will never end and it cannot end. That's something I know for sure. Oh my goodness, there's loads of bandits out here. Dad, my horse friend. Run, horse friend, run. Oh my goodness, these bandits, they are murdering my friends. I must save the bandit guard. Die, bandit. Oh, your arrow does not do as much damage to me anymore. Oh no, no, I accidentally got a bounty. No, I'm sorry, White Red Guard. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You walked into my fart cloud. Fart cloud? Fart cloud? You cannot survive this. Get fart clouded. Oh dear, I need to really heal. Potion, fortify restoration, magic, restoration. I don't think fast healing's gonna be enough. Pop it. Oh, that's definitely not enough. That is definitely not enough. Oh boy. Pop the heals, but we're dead. God damn it, I tried to save you, people of Skyrim. Why could you not live with the fart clouds of murder? Alright, that's fine. I know you don't want my magic, Whiterun guards. I'll leave you to it. Okay, here we are. We've arrived at the legendary and beautiful Bleak Falls Barrow, ready to set off on our journey of hopefully stealing the dragon tablet and then fighting a dragon. We have gone for quite possibly the strangest restoration build in the universe because, I mean, we could have made ourselves a complete immortal, but instead we built in like a giant factory weakness. Also, what the heck was that? Why did my horse just go through the floor? Horse, are you okay? What happens when you... Oh my goodness, yep, horse can go through floor. Woo! Wee! Magical horsey time. What happens if I disembark whilst I do this? Alright, you wait outside, horsiekins. I'll be back for you. Okay, now, here we go. We have some bandits. Alright, now I can just sneak on up, pop down a spell, double fart cloud. Yes, and they're just going to die to the farts. Oh, we are so powerful. Oh, yes. Todd, is this how you envision Skyrim playing out? Right now, most of our next enemies are kind of the undead, so I'm wondering if instead of fighting them, I can just use my restoration power of turn lesser undead, make them run away. Right now, if I remember correctly, there should be some like skeevers coming up here or something. So yeah, I'm just gonna preemptively put the poison rune on the floor and then pop down like another one. Come up the stairs, skeevers. There we go, that's another dead one. There one more skeever? Nope, I got them all. Nice. Oh, here we go. Look at the giant frostbite spider. Right, you are definitely getting poisoned up a bunch. Hey, no, you stay away. You stay away, poison spider. You stay away. There we go. Ah, you're literally pathetic. Because they do most of their damage via poison, that doesn't actually affect me in the slightest because my health is so high. It's just the actual physical damage where I have problems. Right, and then I'm afraid, Avril, as I know you're going to run away, if you're going to run away, you're going to have to step on the fart trap and just die. Sorry, my friend. Now let's go find some lovely undead friends and see if we can get them to leave us alone. Turn lesser undead. Undead boy, flee from me. Does this make you want to flee? Yep, look at him go. He's fleeing. He's actually fleeing. And he's fleeing onto the trap. Yes, this is it. This is exactly what I want to see. Right, you flee onto the trap, my boy. Go. Goodbye. Oh, Skyrim, you're the best. I'm just gonna run past this dude and go straight through the doorway. There we go. Into the sanctum. Alright, here we go. We're able to use the golden claw to get into the final inner sanctum, and this is where we run into a little bit of an interesting problem because, of course, our poison rune, it's not going to work against the undead. So we need to come up with a new creative way of killing this dude who is sleeping and stealing his tablet. I mean, I kind of feel bad for the guy because he's been asleep for thousands of years, and I'm just a goth who's wandered in who wants to do poison damage, but alas, no, I cannot murder him. Anyway, I'll steal this word of power. Shut up, Meridia. I am trying to fight the bloody Draugr Scourge Lord. Okay, follow me, Scourge Lord. Now, here's the thing. I can't kill the Scourge Lord in single combat. Like, he can just stand on my lovely poison rune, and it does nothing other than stun him. So instead of doing all of that, I need to get him to follow me right the way through the dungeon. Where's he gone? Come back, dude. Come back. No, 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 no. It's me. It's me. You can see me. Scourge Lord, please, Scourge Lord. No. There we go. He's back. He's back. Right, come on. Follow me, Scourge Lord. He's not very fast, but, you know, I don't need him to be. I just need him to follow me a bit. Come on, Scourge Lord. Yeah, you're doing great, Scourgy. Now, I can't kill Scourgy. Now, I mean, of course, we do have the 10% chance of whenever he hits us, he just takes a bunch of damage, but I think there is a chance he hits us and does too much damage. But I suppose we can always test that, so give me a hit. Oh, and, yeah, okay, first strike and you're out. Sure, you did half my health in damage, but that's fine. I'll steal your Dragon Stone. Thank you, Scourgy. And there we go. We got the Dragon Stone, so it's over to Dragon's Reach we go to hand this bad boy in and then fight our first ever glorious dragon. All right, the time has come for us to murder our first ever dragon. We've got the entire gang here, and sure, they might be able to solo the dragon by themselves, but we're going to murder it with a poison root. So let's go summon ourselves a new dragon to fight. Where are you, dragon friend? Oh, here comes dragon friend. Look at him. It's Drago. Now, hopefully Drago is going to be really chill, and he's just going to go land on the floor somewhere, because as soon as he lands on the floor, that's when we can start getting up to some fun shenanigans. Just have to make sure I dodge all of his attacks. Oh, come on, land on the floor. Land on the floor. Yep, there we go. He's landed. Okay, fantastic. Now what we do is we chug our potion of Fortify Restoration. Then we chug another potion of Fortify Restoration. Then we go into our magic, check out our poison rune, which will now do 12,771 bits of damage. Immediately hit him with it. Hit him with another one. Come on. He has to walk into it. God damn it, he just punched me. Okay, the problem of getting the dragon to land on the poison rune will be a challenge, but as soon as he lands on it, he should be able to die near instantly. Ah, here he comes again. Look at the big boy. Here comes the big boy. Right, here we go. We're close to the dragon. We can cast our magic on it. It has to move eventually. There we go. Just move. No, god damn it. He didn't get hit by it. Well, it's fine. He is getting, I suppose, hit by the guards, and that is a good start. No, you bastard. Don't you dare sit on the ground. Okay, actually, it does seem that he likes to sit here. So what if I just preemptively put, like, a poison rune there and run away? Oh, my goodness. He's over there. Run, 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 run. Oh, he just punched me. Oh dear. Okay, I've got to be careful. I am very much one hit to the dragon. All right, here comes my dragon friend. Hello. Right, so I'm just going to pop down a poison rune here, and hopefully that ought to be enough to murder him. Now, his fire is never going to do enough damage to me because it's just a useless status effect. But all I need him to do is land on this stone to my right. His ranged attacks can do nothing to me. Oh, poison rune. No, no, don't eat me. No. God damn it. We really are just a giant glass cannon. Right, you cheeky bugger. Double rune up and just walk away. He's gonna step into it, which will do damage to him. There we go. Even if this is the slowest dragon fight the world has ever seen, it is still a dragon fight. There we go. 2 more poison runes off. There we go. That's another one. Oh my goodness, he's really coming in now. Oh, bugger. Come on, run, 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 run. Okay, he's got away now. He's got away. Okay, that was another poison rune. Successful. And another one. Come on, poison rune it up. Poison rune it up. Come on, dragon friend. Oh, you coward. You coward. There we go. That's another hit. One more hit. Come on. In you come, dragon friend. You know you want to. You know you want to, you big old lump of skyfish. Come on, Murmelineer. Do I literally need to stand here? Come on. Wake up, dragon. Wake up, dragon. There we go. Dragon, wake up. Poison rune. Poison rune. In you come. There we go. Look, final poison rune. No, you... you bastard. You absolute bastard. Right. He actually died. He even died after the poison rune. It's okay. Don't worry. We can do this. Right. Poison rune it up. Poison rune it up. Come on in. Come on in. Last one. And he's dead. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Flawless first try. Mwah. The most overpowered, underpowered build the world has ever seen. Infinite damage, but instant death. Perfectly balanced. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We murdered a dragon using just the power of healing and friendship. And apparently the power of healing is also the power of poison, which also is not very effective on dragons, but it was enough. We murdered a dragon using the power of love, friendship, healing, friendship, goffness, and mostly just more friendship. And by friendship, we didn't make any friends. Beyond Horsey, who, damn it, I left Horsey up on that mountain. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching the glorious adventures of Goff Becker, a character who is powerful and also incredibly weak and noodly. We have the ability to instantly poison poison an entire room of individuals so that they explode into a cloud of fart. But at the same time, our body is so weak and fragile, we will die to even low-level wolves. However, we have a 1 in 10 chance of the wolf instantaneously dying whenever it tries to hit us. This is the life of a true, perfectly balanced individual. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed what you've seen today, then make sure to give the video a like, and why not consider subscribing for more perfectly balanced and exploitative adventures in video games. As always, a massive thank you to each and every one of our glorious Patreons for making this video all the more possible. And hey, if you sat there wondering what video to watch next, look no further than this one on screen now, hand chosen by myself to be absolutely perfect for you. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day and goodbye for now.